What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for B Open at Darlington, my very favorite oval on the sim. Now that they have replaced old Atlanta with new Atlanta. Yeah, I might even like this place more than old Atlanta now. Single split, early 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Just trying to get this recording in. I have about literally 3 cider laps, and that's it. So we'll see what we got here. Brandon Ring is good. Chad Sullivan, we've raced him. He's very good. Claude, not familiar with. Don, not familiar with. Mark, not familiar with. Trevor C. Ryan, not familiar with. So we got about 6 other guys there above 2K, plus myself. So hopefully we can have a decent start. I have no laps. I have no competitive laps. I have 2 cider laps, no mock Q laps. So we're going to have to just give this a whirl. Not sure what we're going to end up with, no idea, but just generally here, surviving, saving some tire is the way to go. So hopefully it's a good race. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Hopefully we don't lose too much iRacing because we are going to be the one car, it looks like. So a nice top 5 would be a good result. Get some good SR would be awesome out of it. Again, long race, a lot of tire saving is the move. So see what we can do. See if we can find ourselves in a nice spot and get a decent finish out of this. But just have to play the long game. Wanted to get one of these in. Decided after I watched the Xfinity race yesterday. This is going to be a Thursday video. After I decided I watched the Xfinity race, I'm recording this on Sunday at Darlington. This looked like fun, and I wanted to squeeze one in, even though I was gone all week and hadn't built anything fresh for myself. So just have to play it by ear, see how we do. Yep, one car out of 14. Just slap on the Q set here, just because we're going out for like one lap anyways. All right, here we go. So we'll go run, I guess, a mock lap, even though we're not going to have time to finish it. So yeah, we'll see how we do. I mean, the goal obviously is to run well. Survive is good around here, but just have to play it by ear, see what kind of pace we have on the long run, and go with that. So we're ready to go. It is very early, like I said. It is 7 a.m. Not that excited about it, but I was up. I was going to run this in 2 hours, but I'm up right now, so here we go. I do prefer the top line of 3 and 4. It is where I feel comfortable running, even though a lot don't. I don't know exactly why that is, but I do feel good about running up there. So there are going to be some fast guys in here, I'm sure of it. There are also going to be some people that don't know how to tire save and blow their tires off and get in trouble. So hopefully we're okay. Don't want to give up my entry line there, so just run the bottom here since we don't get to finish that lap. All right, track temp. Didn't even look at that. Built for 115, or in 115, it's 117, so that's cool with me. Come on, there we go, mouse. All right. Yeah, so here we go. We'll go run our Q laps. Not sure whether the first or second one's going to be faster. I assume it's going to be the first one if we can get it all lined up. So try to give it a whirl here. Get the first one to be good. And we'll run both if needed, and then we'll get ready to race. All right, see if I remember how to do this. The answer's probably not. Probably going to qualify 3rd to 5th, but we'll see what we can do here. We'll give it a shot. Little correction there, but still decent exit from 4. Have not run Darlington since we ran 87s here, end of last season. Always love running here. Any car, pretty much. B Open's among my favorite, but it's good in any car. P1 for now. I think they'll probably be beaten though. It was a good lap, not a great lap. Did not quite get down off of 2 like I needed to, so not going to be faster on the second lap. Beaten by 1,000th by Trevor, so that one stings a little bit. We'll see what everybody else can do, but not the pole lap that we were looking for, but a good lap. Didn't quite get 3 and 4 correct, and I did not get the exit 2 correct either on the second lap, so did not get down when I needed to. Shoved the nose just a little bit through the center. That's all right. Trevor runs an 8:02 anyways on the second lap, so Maybe second lap was faster regardless. I blew it, so we weren't going to be pole. That's all right though. Happy with it. Looks like some people were giving up first laps, but I'm pretty happy with that as a lap. We'll see what the 6 and the 7 and the 4 run. The top 7 again are the guys that are above like 2K and some good iRating. So top 7 in the field are really fast. Second 7 are kind of hit or miss. We'll see. So happy with the lap though. Tired. I am tired is what I am. It is very early. Like I said, 7 a.m., which is my own fault. I chose to do this, but so yeah, I guess we'll just give this a whirl. Um, Not sure what we're gonna get out of it. Well, I'm thinking of it though. Make sure you drop that like and a sub down below. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm trying to get over. This is a Thursday video. By the end of this month, end of May, trying to get over 200 subs, which would be awesome. So make sure if you're new here, drop that sub down below. So I know you enjoy the content, want to see more stuff. Let me know if you want to see more B Opens. I've gotten away from it just because of my time constraints this season. I do love running it, especially with the guys when I get a chance to, which isn't unfortunately that often anymore. But I'd love to try to get back into it when I can. So let me know if you'd like me to make more of an effort to get in those Friday night splits. So, but anyways, we got about a minute and a half here till Q is up. A lot of guys still yet to run a lap, or maybe they won't be running laps. Not sure, but I feel good that we can run up in the top 5 now. We'll see again what some of these guys have on the long run. I assume that this is a blown lap by Mark. Don does not run yet. A little bit slower for Brandon than I expect him to be, but maybe Tyler's also just decently fast. Again, this is all about tire saving. Speed is pretty much irrelevant here. You want to have speed if you can, but all about how you keep those rear tires on it and don't slide the fronts across the seams. So we're gonna have to play it by ear. I'm gonna fall asleep during this race. Is basically what's gonna happen. But all right, well, we're here and we're signed up. Brandon runs a really good second lap though, so he's going to be up to 4th. So second lap was definitely the money lap. So I ran 9:01 that first lap. Maybe if I could have gotten the second lap correctly, we could have challenged and run sub 8. But regardless, I'm happy with the 9, especially on the first lap. That was a really good first lap. We saw this faster than everybody except Trevor, and we just about matched him. So yeah, we're gonna have to just play this by ear, take our lumps at the start, try to get in line somewhere, not get swamped immediately. That would be good. Hopefully we don't have any restart shenanigans here. I think we shouldn't because we should have restart zone enabled, which is good. A little bit scary. Doesn't mean we're starting right in the flat. So if we have an old tire restart, that could be scary. But hopefully it just goes green here. 90 laps will probably take about 50 minutes or so with the pit stop with the fall off here. So we'll call it right about top of the hour. This race should be wrapped up if it goes green. So we're ready to go. Let's get on the grid starting P2, much like we did in the Kia yesterday. Hopefully we have the same result. But again, I would take just a solid, consistent, clean top 5. That would be a good result here today. So 3 sets of tires laying is not that many. But again, if we get cautions in the first 10 or 15 laps, he probably won't come in anyways. So just have to play it by ear. Do have some adjustability built into it just in case we need it. Not sure if we will. Yeah, that looks fair. So if it goes green, we're only going to need the 1 pit stop, so that is part of it as well that comes into play. Very good at getting on pit road here. It's a very difficult pit road, but I do enjoy it a lot. All right. Couple cars left. 4th place starter, who is Brandon Ring. Last one to grid up here. Making us wait the whole time, because why wouldn't you? Three sets laying. There he is finally. Jeez. Not a big deal. Shouldn't be any fuel mileage here. It's going to be all about tires. So go probably, I don't know, 60 laps. Yeah, around 60 laps, maybe a little bit less on fuel. Won't want to go quite that far just for tires. Probably if it goes green, you're going to pit somewhere between lap 40 and 50, maybe 55 if you're, not seeing anybody else come in. But again, we'll see what we can do here. Should be fun. Again, drop that like and sub down below if you haven't already. Hope this is enjoyable. Glad I was able to get a B Open in this week. Hopefully it goes well and we can survive and have a good fun race. I love this car track combo truly dearly. Best oval. So let's see if we can survive up here and get a good one out of it. Let's get it. We're going to get clear on the top of 1 and 2 there, which is good. Chad just kind of let us go. To a full conserve here. Long way to go. No need to push very hard at all. I mean, we'll push a little bit, just try to keep them in touch. But we're not going anywhere, so. A little bit tight center exit of 3 and 4 there. Great corner by me. A little bit tight exit second field, so we'll see how that shakes out here as we go a little bit. Maybe make a change early, try to get us back on track. Obviously, you don't want it to be snapping if you can avoid it.
Good save.
Not going to hold up these two behind us. Feels pretty spread. If they want to go, they can go. Have a nice gap back behind Brandon there in 4th. If he wants to go, we can fall into that gap and hang out. Like the pace we're at, a little bit slower right now than what Trevor's running, but again, happy to just kind of conserve, hang out for now. Again, with no laps, I'm using this as just a big test. I just feel not kind of where we need to be. Not saying we'll still be good enough anyways after we get some laps and get in a rhythm and get a pit stop, but at least this is my feeling out time while it's nice and chill, nice and calm to be able to see what we got. So I wish I would have run more laps, wish I would have been home this week, unfortunately. Not able to run Road to Pro here this week, which is one I was actually looking forward to or anything like that. So, but we'll just keep cruising along, happy with it so far. We're not so far off pace or so far off handling that I'm just mad, so. This is a fresh build. I didn't build anything fresh for the Discord this week because again I didn't get it done until literally yesterday, Saturday afternoon. So just keep it personal here this week. Pretty much the same as what we had back in 2022. I made a slight air pressure adjustment, maybe on all 4 tires. I can't remember exactly. But
No problem.
the rest is pretty much the same. So. Yeah, I'd love it to just go green. This would be an awesome race. Could get a nice long run in here, get some green flag pit stops, which always shakes up the field a little bit. That'd be a lot of fun. So. don't even think it would have mattered if we were on pole, because we're not running fast enough to try to stay ahead of this guy, even if we had track position, so it didn't end up mattering at all. But feel we will be letting Chad and Brandon go here in the next couple laps. They're both pretty quick, pushing relatively hard, the same hard I am at least, so if they want to go, they can go nuts. Pretty spread out behind then. Mark's still trying to climb back to the field after his poor Q lap. He's still hanging 6th, but already 3 seconds back from where we're at. Slide for the 12 here, see what he's going to do. He joined right in front of all of us, that's always lovely. Did get out of the way though, so appreciate that. Didn't realize the 13 and the 11 may be related, just saw that. Brandon's dropped back a little bit, not sure if that's just a mistake or if it's handling. Looks like we're decent off 2, feels pretty good. Just baiting Chad a little bit off turn 2. He's better than us in 3 and 4 wrapping the bottom. It's fine with me. He can be faster and down there if he wants. I like the line I have up here in the 2nd and 3rd groove. So hasn't gotten up close enough to where we have to let him go in turn 1 or anything yet, so still comfortable with the pace we're at and how we're running. So a little bit too tight there off 2. Big run. Happy to let him go, but I'm not just going to roll over for him. If he ever gets an overlap, he can have it. But just kind of cruising right now, so no sense in moving over. Still hanging on 2nd. Again, he's all over us. Same speed or a little bit faster. Just waiting for him to get a run. You know, certainly off a 4 to be able to make a pass. Not really holding him back, I don't think. He's definitely carrying more speed in some places than we are. Can really wrap the bottom of 3 and 4 well, which I can't. I don't want to either. That's not, let me get this straight. I don't want to. I've never really liked running down there. I've never found it to be beneficial to my front tires to, you know, run that low and pitch the car. 14 spun on the apron. But yeah, I've also not tried to run down there, even if I wanted to. So who knows? Maybe there's something to it. But I'm happy with the line I got. 14's gone. Looks like the 2 is coming back to us just a little bit, or 3, excuse me. 3 is coming back to us just a little bit. See if he's burned his tires off or if he has just hit the fence once or twice or something. We'll see in a couple laps here how much he falls off. 6 is starting to fall off as well behind us. Got the apron there just a little bit, didn't quite get my exit 2 correctly. If he was around the top, or could, you know, just get these next off 4, he would be able to get a run pretty easily off 4, because I think he's a lot better than I am. Certainly at rolling these exits right now, he's just getting through the center barrier, both ends, but just not quite good enough there. Trevor has gotten his car back going again, under control, back to 2 seconds, 2.1, so. Already 20 plus laps in here, really enjoyable thus far, really enjoy. You can have a nice green race here, good car track combo. Really slid the entry there, almost put it in the fence, backed in the fence just a little bit. Didn't hit the wall though, so that's good. It was close though. Not my best corner by any means. Feels like I'm sliding the rears a lot, trying to get the thing to rotate, which means the fronts are not hooking up for whatever reason, but again, not a whole lot I can do about it. Yeah, definitely skating down the back tires, which 25 laps roughly halfway through a run is not great, but it is what it is. Enough overlap there. I wanted to let him go. Get back in rhythm. Not have to worry about getting run over if he's attacking or making mistakes. So let him go. Easy. Get back in. Nice rhythm here. Now 6 seconds. Mark has finally gotten through Tyler. It's back at 5th place. Still 1.5. Plus a little bit for Brandon behind in 4th. So let's try to find a nice rhythm here, get back going with positive momentum. Let these two, if they're going to fight. Keep holding on to our tires. Still got half this run left or so. We can get to lap 50. I think that'd be good. We'll just kind of base stuff what everybody else around us here is doing. So definitely don't want to get bitten by a caution, obviously, in a series like this. Get the feeling that's going to be a long green run regardless. So don't want to get lapped, that's for sure. Definitely put some time on Brandon here as he's burned his tires off, or he just doesn't have the long run handling. I'm okay, not great. Still definitely feel too slidey under turn-in, and the front's not exactly hooking up like I'd like it to. A little bit worrying, only 25 laps in. We're trying to go 50, but again, that's Darlington. It is very hot track temp here now, so handling is going to be rough at times. It's not going to be perfect, but you just got to make the best of it. Hope it's better than those around you, which seems like pretty much everybody behind us were better than, which is great. So happy with our pace, happy with what we got here. Let Chad go. He's clearly at least a little bit quicker right now, so we'll let him go up there and try to chase down Trevor as they go through some of this traffic. Looks like everybody's doing a pretty good job getting out of the way. Keep it out of the fence for now, not going anywhere, so keep chugging along, doing our thing. This is that 12 car that's already spun once. I say keep it out of the wall, and I pound it. Right rear end, right front. Big slide through the center there. Alright, not ideal by me. That was pretty sloppy. First wall hit in quite a while. I remember last time we were here in 87s and the last B Open we ran here did not have a wall contact, so that's going to hurt our right front fender for sure as we slapped over into it. Probably hurt our performance just a touch. So sloppy, just slid the rear tires again on entry to one and walked over into the fence. I'd like a nice hot slick track tempo around here. Chad's starting to run down Trevor just a little bit. We're just about maintaining, maybe losing a little bit to where Trevor's at, but glad we let Chad go, let him go chase this guy down, fight.
Thank you.
Still happy with our pace, feel comfortable. Just gotta be aware of what the handling characteristics are doing and how we're gonna feel throughout this run. Also, I don't really want to make any changes because I'd rather be loose here than plowing my balls off in the fence. So, kind of want to just leave it, even though it's not comfortable, not the fastest. Rather be walking in the rear end and saving it and sliding than hitting it with the nose. So, just a touch there on exit as well, a little bit of net code. We are faster in the leader now, so we're starting to close back in. Chad's starting to close back in. Still happy with our pace. Only 2.5 seconds back, though, is a good mark. Still well within touch if he has a slow pit stop or anything like that, where we can be in contention to make a pass there. And again, we're playing off the cars behind us at this point. As we get more towards lap 40 here in about 10 laps, we'll start seeing some pit stops. Really skating the rear tires, very hot. Very hot track temp, really causing us to slide around a lot, which is fun and difficult. It's just not good for trying to make any charges or anything. You see we've already fallen off 2.5 seconds from where our Q laps were, so if we could get this gap out to about 4 seconds here on Brandon, that would allow us to go maybe 2 laps, but certainly 1 lap before we have to pit when he comes in, so that would be the goal, get that to about 4 seconds, maybe 5, and have some wiggle room when we come make a pit stop. So again, we'll see what the 2 in front of us do. We're basically matching lap times, maybe a little bit slower, 10.5 at most. Maybe next time around here in the fall, I need to try to look at running that bottom of 3 and 4. It seems to be working pretty well as they can wrap it. If they can wrap it being the big question. I do like my top line of 3 and 4. It feels very natural. Do like running up in the center, having the boards right up there, not to catch you because you don't want to hit them obviously, but just as a feel for where your car needs to be. Feel very comfortable running up on the boards here in ways I don't always feel at some tracks. Big snap on the center, exit 2 there. Starting to close up a little bit at the front. Definitely close now, half a second. Another mistake there by Trevor somewhere. See if they fight each other. Crossed over that 4-second mark to Brandon behind. I'm just about 8 back to Mark now. Still riding in there, skating the rear tires. Again, I prefer that, so won't make any changes. I'm comfortable with it. We'll see what our tire wear is obviously at the pit stop whenever that comes, but feel comfortable with the pace and the handling characteristics as far as letting me go racing, so that's what's important. Just sliding the car off too with the rear tires once we get them heated up, so.
Real shitty.
Brandon pitching back there, so what else is new? Guy seems to complain a lot. Not racing anybody, guys on fresh tires. I say that before he catches me. If he does the same thing to me, I'm going to be upset too. So. Heather Gebbin is gone. Definitely a fight for the lead here for these 2 ahead. See what they do, see how Chad plays this. guess kind of in some ways, hopefully they'll draw each other to pit road here. Earlier than they want, trying to get ahead. I don't think Chad will do that, but maybe the 3 will. Side by side here in the 3, approaching lap traffic of the 10 car. It's going to make it interesting. Trevor's going to hold him off in 3 and 4 this time. Ryan gets out of my way as well when we get there. Still a decent pace, and the longer they continue to battle for the lead, the better off we're going to be here. So, going to slide in the rears a lot. So if we can get to lap 50, that'd be cool. We'll see how this plays out though with pit stops. Mark is actually starting to catch us just a little bit back from 5th place. So the front's big time. They're trying to get in hard. See what the 10 does here, especially with the lap car behind us. Parked it right in the center one too, which wasn't great. Cost us a couple tenths. Get this guy around us, fresh tires. Cycle back in a nice rhythm. Marked down to 6.5 seconds now after that slide. So still more than good. Something to keep an eye on with his pace back there. 4+ seconds still to Brandon. So let these 2 in front of us come fight and see if they bring each other to pit road here right at halfway or so. Try to leapfrog, get track position. Chad's obviously got more than enough pace to go pass and win this race after riding behind me for 20+. Drove right up there to catch the 3 car. I don't quite have what I need, a little bit too free to go fight with them, but again, I prefer that, so we're going to keep it. Don't want to slide the fronts off and tight, that would be a disaster. I also don't want to spin the fuck out. Come on, Justin. Just going to go up 1/2 pound of the rear tire. Just try to be safer. It's not fast doing it that way. You can be loose and, you know, make speed with your right foot, but you also don't want to crash. Oh, big slide there again for me, so not great. Chad just about wrecked there off of 4, lost a lot of time. Yeah, I'm just walking the thing into 1 right now. It's not great. I'll be more patient with it. Keep going as long as we can, play off the 4 and the 6 behind us. We have the gap, feel confident we can get to pit road pretty effectively, so. Just cannot get into 1 very hard. Some time in weird spots. It's actually where I'm losing most of my time right now is into 1. Still working out though. Still just 2.5 seconds here with these guys, still fighting. See how Alan plays this, trying to get by Trevor. Pretty close right now between all of them. There we go, found something that kind of works for me.
Right on.
Probably not the fastest getting the 1, costing me still some tenths over the optimum perfect line, perfect speed, but it's getting us through there without dying, which is really what we're looking for right now. So still no passes up for the lap car of Allen here, but they're all racing each other really hard. See how that shakes out here in another handful of laps. Mark is just starting to catch Brandon, about 2 seconds. He's got some good long run pace that we've all burned off, which is good, fine, whatever. Here comes a pit stop from the 3. Be the first to pull the trigger at halfway. Cool with me, I'm happy to keep going. We'll see if the 6 and the 4 come in, which dictate us pitting.
Electric go coming out of 2 here.
Happy to keep going. Brandon is coming in as well. So we'll pit right here. I don't really want to pit yet, but pit right here. May have passed halfway at least, so we'll have 43 to go. Use all the racetrack. Very difficult to make an effective pit entry here, but we did it. Use all the racetrack. Glad there was nobody near us because I got very, very sideways on entry there. Didn't quite get it right. Did go one lap past halfway, and again we can come out and just run a nice pace. We're not going anywhere, so. Nice smooth entry. All right, here we go. Chad's gonna be faster. He's gonna come up behind us, but he'll be very fast. Not slide the tires on the apron here. They're wrecking behind us. Cool. What?
Are you serious? Come on, man.
What the hell was that? Saw them in the apron there wrecking.
Freaking lap car got into it, man, with someone. I knew it.
That's just such poor driving.
Yeah, there's like two guys out here that don't know how to get out of anyone's way.
They're not supposed to get out of your way. It's single split that happens.
Sorry about that, guys. I would have preferred not to hit that motherfucker.
It's just courtesy. I mean, when you're that freaking slow.
Yeah, it's courtesy. They're not supposed to get out of your way. That's the difference. It's your job to pass them. I get it.
All right, Justin. Yeah. I mean, if it happened to you, you wouldn't be saying that.
No, I get it. Just hold one lane would be my only. I don't care what speed you have, but don't be a moving target.
Trust me, if it happened to him, he'd be bitching about it too.
Nice job, 12. Thank you very much.
Trevor gets a dog. We'll have to take the wave around. At least Chad was the only car in the lead lap, so that's good. We never even got to speed, thankfully, so. Yeah, we got 2 sets of tires left, which could come in handy. Who knows? But take the wave. I think there are only 7 cars, even 1 lap down, so. Not going to run very hard here.
I was just about to get on pit road when that came out.
Yeah, you played it right. Your right rear was hanging in there longer than the rest of us.
Well, the thing was, lap before, I went to get on pit road and got loose and wasn't going to make the cone, so I went around.
Hey, rather be lucky than good.
Any day.
I mean, those of you that know Chad, you're good anytime too, but when you're lucky, it's tough to beat you.
Oh, man, you like to talk.
You know, you talk an awful lot for driving your shit off in 20 laps here.
Yeah, it usually don't work in my favor like that.
So we should still be okay here. Settling third. I feel like we have decent long run pace. Mark must have been involved in that somehow or something.
Anybody else had trouble out of trading paints? Apparently everybody can see my paint scheme, but I cannot. It's an old one on here. No matter what I do, it just stays the same.
Yeah, they've been having troubles with it updating new stuff that has custom numbers. I don't know if you run one or not, but it seems like it's defaulting back to whatever your old non-custom number scheme is.
Yeah, that's what it's doing. I think I'm gonna uninstall it and reinstall it maybe, I don't know.
Try reapplying your paint too. I don't know if that would help, but I usually clean out the folders and try reinstalling it. It works for me. But I haven't had that issue in a while.
10-4. Thank you, dog. I know I ran one of these yesterday and I was freaking terrible. So I went and ran 50 laps just to see what the hell I was doing wrong. I'm burning my right front off. And I never do that.
This track is so tough, man, but I love it.
Best oval on the sim since they killed New Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been running ARCA Atlanta because I just love that track.
Hey, car's not going to get caught up here, but that's all right. Alright, well, didn't end up costing us that much. They're getting through some of those guys, so just get right back in a nice rhythm. A couple tenths back, but nothing crazy. Again, we didn't even really get like one lap of tires, so didn't run hard at all. Back in third where we should be. These two are gonna race hard for a little bit. Cool with me. Interesting decision. I don't think we had any damage on that pit stop. I don't remember looking at it too closely, but as they're going to battle side by side, we'll just cycle right back up in here. So stay conservative, be nice and chill. Let them go hard if they want. I know Chad will let him go if he wants. Just got to try to pinch him down here as long as he can. Let him go here. Good move. He had the long run pace anyways, so 35 more, long way, so I'm going to pound the fence again there, just trying to get a little bit too much through center. Not going to help the right front at all. Hopefully it's not too terrible. Just got in there a little bit too solid up on the top. I was more than comfortably turned and just drove the fence, so still good. We're only really fighting this 6 here for third spot, so if it goes green, we'll be just fine. He doesn't know how to tire save, so be all good. Big snap there. Still don't really want to push hard. 33 to go is a long way. Not the longest run, but it's pretty long, so.
You just hit the fastest lap there, Chet.
Yeah, that's just because of the more fuel. Hopefully I adjusted it enough.
I wanted the fuel in the back end for consistency and not get too tight, so we went with full fuel on our stop. We won't get any more if we have to come back for another set, though. I assume both of these guys came in putting our set of tires on, so if we get a caution here, about 5 laps will be looking good if we get another one with, 10 to go, so. Could make it interesting, although everybody that took the wave there has 2 sets, so. Who knows? Unfortunately, I don't know how Mark got caught up and I didn't see the whole thing play out, but it definitely got Don, the 12 car, I believe. And that was unfortunate, but I guess Mark got in some part of that because he's still on pit road getting fixed. So that sucks. He had driven up to about, what, 4th or 5th there, so. Must have been 5th, yeah. Again, just net code in the wall there off of 2. I don't know why it's doing that, but I don't feel like I'm close to it, but we're hitting it. Definitely feel the hit, even though we're not close to it, so that kind of sucks. Probably giving us more damage than we'd like on the right side, but I guess we're not hitting it so hard that it's, hurting the car. It's just, little stuff, but still strange. I've had a lot of net code 0x's here this week with the fence. Not sure if it's a physics thing or a new graphics thing or what it is, but definitely more 0x or net code wall contacts off the corner than I ever remember here before. So. Of course, I did tighten up the exit just a half pound on the left rear. That'll probably not come into play here till maybe lap 80, but hopefully that'll help us be a little bit more consistent. Again, we're not going hard right now anyways, so hopefully we can play the long game with that, maintain here. Five more. Chad trying the top line there to get a big run off of 4. He does. To the inside to turn 1. Side by side, they're going to fight for it, obviously. Chad gets through. Big slider on entry. I think Trevor probably just about let him go. I got 23 laps to try to fight each other to death. Cool with me. Probably not long enough for him to go catch the 3. He definitely was pretty good for 35 or 40 laps, so you should still be safe, especially if he came and got another set of tires, even though we barely used ours. Still just fighting this 6 here, we should be alright on the long run. Feel good about where we're at on pace. Just very, very conservative right now, just rolling. Essentially just coasting everything because we're not in any hurry, not catching the front guys, racing the guy behind. So keep our track position, be smart, be smooth, take care of the tires. We'll be alright. I already see him getting a little bit free there. Center exit of 2. If I had more time, I'd like to run another one of these. I learned a lot. I feel like we learned where we need to be better, how we can save a little bit. Better on the long run as we go. It looks like there are only 5 cars on lead lap now. I just noticed that Allen was 6th, but he's a lap down, so no brainer to come put tires on if we get another yellow, because we're not going to go back further than 2 spots if nobody else comes. Excuse me, if nobody else comes. So obviously everybody's got a set left, so. And Chad, well, I didn't even think about that. Chad will have 2 sets left because he didn't pit with us under green. The only person that wouldn't is the lucky dog, who was the 3. So, but having 1 set left at this point, you're still safe. So. So we have not been pushing at all. We already see the 6 starting to fall back from us here. So. Chad just starting to pull away from Trevor, just over half a second now. Just starting to lose the nose just a little bit again. A little bit. That could be the right side damage. I'm sure we picked up from our couple of wall hits here. Not too bad. All doesn't feel bad. But definitely there. To go. Big slide on throttle there off 4. Chad with great pace out front. Now he's got clean air. Did all the moves right. Has the freshest tires and stayed out and got the caution at the right time. Didn't really hurt us any. about where we deserved to finish. Maybe we could have contended for second if this would have been a full green run in the end, especially pitting a lap or two later than where Trevor did, but it's about how we deserved to run, so we'll take a third. Happy with it, felt good, I really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun. Car track combo was awesome. 11 to go. Probably a little bit faster than 3 right now. You have to fight pretty hard at the front. Again, not sure if he got tires as the lucky dog there or not, but it was essentially a free pit stop because everybody else had to get the wave around. Like literally every single car except maybe Allen, so free pit stop. Not sure if he took it or not, but again, we never even got up to speed on our tires, so it's basically an even match, and he fired off pretty well. So 8 to go. If we are catching him, it's basically nothing. So decided I'd push there for about a lap and a half. Didn't really work out, so we'll go back to our conservative pace, which isn't really that different. You're just leaving yourself a little bit more margin for error. And we'll ride home here. Comfortable gap behind. 6 is really falling off because he's not on how to save tires at all. 7 to go here. Happy with this performance. I'm happy that we were able to come in and put a good race together. We weren't anywhere close to where Chad was on the long run, so we still got some work to do there. I think that would come with seat time testing. Like I say, he was off and ran 50 laps to get a little better, and we weren't even that far off. I mean, we were holding him up for sure, but we were not far off. So need a little bit more rear lateral grip, keep the rear tires on it, and the front cut could have been a little bit better, but I know that I wanted to make a change for that. So keep that in mind next time we come back. I think honestly after 10, 15, 20 laps we're better than the 3, so I think that circumstances could have played out for us here, at least in this early morning split. Happy with how we've been rolling, so pace is okay. Hopefully no more yellows, we can just ride this out. Nice calm finish. Just another wall touch again, just skate out the right front. I think there's some net code going on with the walls here. Not sure if it's again the track or the car, what's up with it, but it's definitely catching the wall before we should be hitting the wall. So something to keep an eye on and pay attention to moving forwards here. 4.5 to go though. Start to push a little bit more just in case he touches the wall or has a big slip or anything. Use more of the tires, use more of the racetrack. Might bite us, but gotta try just in case. 1 second mistake could be a difference. Still a long way back though from here, so.
No problem.
Two to go. Not going to catch Dude here, so Once we get to the white, we'll back off. There's not going to be any more cautions or anything. One to go, credit one bank, all the usual. 15 car lengths back, not close enough to even think about it. Good race though, good fun, fair race. Great race. Excuse me, I'm trying to think and talk here. Top 3 at the front, awesome.
Good race, fellas.
Have a good fight. Yeah, that was a blast at the front. Good win as always, Chad.
Good win, man.
All right, we'll come around.
Not often the luck goes my way.
You were going to be a sell anyways. You played it right. Good job. That was a lot of fun, though.
Yes, sir. See you in the next one, folks.
That was good fun. Really good fun. Got down to about 1.4 back from the 3 cars, so happy with that. Zero X, a couple wall contacts, uncharacteristic of me. See what the right front looked like. A little bit of damage, not too bad though. Just hit it a couple times, so pretty happy with that. We'll see what our tires were. 76, 78. So good second run there. Happy with that as a result. Who had some incidents there?
I was hoping you'd love it. Get together there and get a couple
4
spots.
by the 4 car, 4 for that 7, 10 for the 12, so he was in a lot of incidents. Well, look what happened there on that pit exit kind of crash that we were in, or we were right in front of, I guess.
Not to wish anybody luck.
Not sure what happened there with the other guys, so take a look at. Unfortunately, ended the race for Don. Really impacted Mark, I think. Must be this next lap here. Don actually gets up in the fence. Catching a dude. Yeah, I mean, Don can say what he wants. He just ran this guy over through the center entry. He's very slow, the 12 cars. He's extremely slow. He's off pace. But, you know, that's how we caught that one guy that one time when that happened. So after this, he's just in the wall. They crash. That's, you know, I think that's racing. It sucks because this guy is so off pace. But that's how it goes sometimes. So how did Mark get caught up in all this? Did he just get black flag or something? Being on pit road when this happened? Now he's off pit road. Caution wouldn't have come out yet. Oh, he comes on and clobbers the 12 after the crash. So 12 trying to get rolling. He's missing the guy and just nowhere to go. That's awful. This is awful luck by Mark here. Gosh, that sucks. Mark, I think you had the worst luck in that crash I've ever seen anybody have here. Wow. That's brutal. So yeah, that was the caution that kind of reset the field.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I don't know what else you can do. Dude's gonna just drive right down the track. You only have so much width down there to exit the pit lane, and that's brutal. I've seen some bad ones, but that's pretty awful, man. I'm so sorry. Damn.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. More chance next time.
Yes, sir. I know you were starting to catch us back there. You had me a little bit worried, but good race.
Yeah, nice finish too.
We'll take our P3, get out of here. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. All right. We gained 0.2 SR, which is great, 4.78. We gained 4 ironing for third, which is awesome. We'll take a wash, essentially. Happy with that. Couple of 4K pluses that finish in front of us, so happy with that. Brandon, I know you're not going to watch this video, you said, but you should, because you should learn how to have tires for more than 10 laps. So we weren't fast. Chad ran that faster lap there once got low fuel at the end and fresh tires. We never really had a push lap, so run a 3, pretty happy with that. I was happy with our long run pace. I think if we had another 10 to 15 laps, we could have had a shot to go past this 3 car. He did fight for the lead for a little bit there, which probably hurt his tires, but I think that we were the second best long run car, but we definitely deserved to finish third. So happy with his performance. Glad Chad got the win. Glad I didn't hold him up so much that it cost him. But that's part of the deal sometimes. Kind of a messy race, only 5 cars on lead lap, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. So we'll take that every time. Fun is always the name of the game. So that's going to be it. Make sure you drop that like and the sub down below. Don't want to miss any action from iRacing. These be opposite 2 NASCAR Thursday, Daytona, Camaro content, anything else I may post. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Again, make sure you drop that like and the sub down below. Just trying to get past 200 here before the end of May. I'd love to do that. So appreciate you all as always. And make sure tomorrow night, Friday night, U.S. time in the evening, we are running the 24 hours of the Nürburgring over on my Twitch at Justin Krasneski or Jay Krizzle iRacer. I can't remember what it is, but you know how to find me. I will probably post it somewhere on Twitter and such. So, we're Ray. Got some good racing coming up, and we'll see how this goes. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always, bye-bye.